presented by Core Sports and is sponsored by Rain Total Body Fuel, Boohoo Man, The Beard Struggle, and Rogue Fitness.
Hey, what up, everybody?
Boxing bout is scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds, and it's
here we go. Eddie or Thor? Let me know in the comments section.
Before we bring our Titans out, we have prepared a special video package.
If someone wrongs you, you fucking smash them in the face. It's something I've grown up with. I've grown up with these fuckers.
He's too nervous. I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna show it to him.
Hey, we're seeing a lot of Eddie Hall here. I think I have Thor at the moment, but honestly, I kind of have this hunch that Eddie is actually gonna win it. All right, so we have the walkouts coming now. Like I said, I'm feeling Thor here.
Fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome to the ring the pride of Iceland. He is known around the world as the Mountain of Thor, Julius Bjornsson.
The Mountain, Game of Thrones, Thor doing his walkout. Honestly, I want to take the winner of this fight, or better yet, I will fight Callum Von Moger on the next fight, whatever that may be, the undercard, maybe a main event. I just want, honestly, guys, I'm going to be honest. I've been very disappointed so far with this event. It's finally just getting going. I only wanted to start the live stream once this event started for you guys. I have been watching over an hour of people just singing, kind of like the Jake Paul event. People singing, performing, commercials nonstop. So I've gone through all this for you guys here. But I want to see someone get dropped. I want to see someone hit the mat. I want to see someone either knocked out in the first round or within a couple rounds. We got two of the biggest men in history going head to head here.
By Barry Jones, former world champion. We have a spectacle ahead of ourselves. We've got two of the strongest men of all time ending this long dispute in a boxing ring. What are we going to see today?
Kenny versus Callum. Hey, by the way, guys, let me know in the comment section right now if I should rename my YouTube channel to Kitty KO. So I'll type it for you guys so you know exactly the name I'm talking about. Kitty KO. I'm kind of feeling it. It's got a nice ring to it.
It's quite a hostile crowd towards him. Very, very heavily favored for the Brit Eddie Hall. But Thor looks ready.
Thor's looking mean. He's looking ready. I think so far Eddie Hall has won the mental game just based on the press conferences. They're face to face. It looks like Thor lost his temper, lost his emotions more than Eddie. But, I mean, really, guys, I'm going to be honest. This could go any way. I don't think neither of them are the most impressive boxers, like by any means. But, who knows? It could go either way.
You say he's still a huge man. You say he's a huge man. He just leaned over the ropes.
Honestly, maybe I should just make a quick flight. I think they should put the fight on pause. Have me fly out with Callum. Although I don't think Callum's able to fly anywhere because he's on house arrest. But have Callum fly out to Dubai as well, and then, you know, we duke it out in the ring maybe tomorrow as like a Sunday matchup.
Bouts that he's had are going to be useful for this big occasion.
It's a huge advantage for him, and that's no doubt. But still, when it's a live fight, it's such a big crowd as well in a stadium like this. There has to be an element of fear.
His opponent.
Well, let's go back to Big Mo for the introduction of our next fighter.
Here's the Beast, Eddie Hall.
Eddie Hall looking relaxed as well. He's a very confident man.
All right, here, I'll move the chat for you guys. Sorry.
He has a real hatred towards Thor.
Look at the focus on his face.
That is a man that looks ready to take someone's head off.
He looks a real menace, doesn't he? He looks relaxed, but it's a different.
Let's see here.
Thor came in a little bit more joyful.
We got super chat. Thank you for the stream. Hope Eddie, but thinking Thor if this goes the distance. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate the donation, man.
Staring down at Hafthor Bjornsson. Eddie Hall pacing around the ring like a lion looking at his prey.
Also, let me know, guys, in the chat right now. Is the audio good?
Could be getting started pretty fast.
There it is. Sorry, it's a little bit delayed, but thank you, Brandon, for the donation, my man.
Can these two men stick to boxing? This is going to be the big question. I've seen so much.
You guys want me to remove the chat? All right, everyone type yes in the chat right now if you want me to remove the chat from the screen. I'm talking about right up here. If you want me to remove that. Say yes or no.
Eddie Hall won that competition. He feels
Yes. All right, there's a lot of yeses. All right, we'll remove that.
Hafthor feels.
Damn, bro. All right, you all need to fucking chill out. God damn.
Since then, they've been going back and forth. Tonight, we finally get the chance.
But hey, I appreciate the answers. It looks like a unanimous yes across the board.
But the big guys like this, a good start is imperative for either one. A quick, good start.
Also, let me know in the comments right now who you guys got. Here we got the stats coming up. It's pretty similar. The only advantage for Thor is that he's 6'9", versus Eddie Hall, I believe, is 6'3", and their weights were very close, and their reach was the same. But the thing with their reach that you guys also have to realize is Eddie is a more stocky, big-chested dude, so Thor's going to actually have a bigger reach.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. The heaviest boxing match in human history. So I need everybody in the arena, from the rafters to ringside, and those of you tuning in around the world.
Thank you, Jason, for the donation, my man.
Raise your drinks high and get wild. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 152 kilos. He is the 5-time Europe's strongest man and the 2018 World's Strongest Man. And he...
Volume up. All right, here.
Reykjavik, Iceland, introducing Hafthor, the Mountain Bjornsson.
Don't worry, guys. I'll turn the face cam off as soon as the fight starts. So don't worry about the face cam spamming that. I'll remove it as soon as the fight starts, so that way you guys get the full picture of everything that's going on. Thank you, A&R, for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll remove the webcam. Don't worry, as soon as the fight starts here.
And the 2017 World's Strongest Man, and he fights out of Newcastle under Lyme, England. Introducing Eddie the Beast Hall.
And he's looking mighty thick, though.
Our referee in charge, Hector Abu from Panama.
Don't worry, guys. I'll turn off the face cam as soon as this goes, and I'll be quiet, except unless something crazy happens.
Both fighters come to the
What
ring.
are you doing,
To hear the
Step
referee's
Bro?
rules.
Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it.
Professional boxer. Good luck.
Touch gloves.
All right, here we go. All right, face cam going off, boys. Enjoy the fight. I'm going to watch it with you here.
6 rounds.
What are you doing, Step
Are we going to
Bro?
need that, Barry?
Thank you, Mike, for the donation. I appreciate it.
I wouldn't put a penny on it.
Have you ever seen two huge men like this in a ring before?
I never have, but the anticipation and the excitement,
What are
the
you
buzz.
doing,
All right, here, I'll turn off the donations as well.
It's an exciting atmosphere today. Here we go. The first round. Eddie's got a cheeky look on his face.
Oh, good right hand there.
Oh, I knew this was going to turn into a slug. It looks like Thor already got hit pretty good.
Solid jab there from Eddie.
Eddie's doing some overhands like Jake Paul here. Taunting Thor actually a little bit.
Eddie's coming around.
He's catching him every time here. That's like 4 in a row.
Nice little right hook there from Thor. What Eddie's been able to do so quickly, use those fast feet and get into distance quick to land that right hook.
I heard about an hour before this that Eddie was going to switch to southpaw to try and throw Hafthor off.
He's slowed down a bit, although as Eddie and Hafthor just establishing the jab a little bit. This is what he doesn't need, Eddie. He doesn't need these gaps where Thor can compose himself with a better technique and establish that jab. He needs to keep busy and keep the pressure on.
So after that explosive start, they settle down now. Oh, big punch there from Eddie.
And a solid jab there as well there from Eddie. Oh, he has a cut there.
Bruising up over the eye there.
I think there's a cut there on the right eye there. There is the blood dripping down the face there of Eddie. That's a nice 1-2 there from Thor.
Big swing, but he's missing those big shots now.
See, sometimes when you get cut, there's a little panic inside of you. You start to worry a little bit.
The expressions on Eddie's face have changed a little.
But he's had such a good start. You've got to try and take that out of his focus. Just concentrate on his work. Not far off with that left hand there was Thor. Coming up the jab, good left hand to the body as well.
1 minute left in this first round.
You can see the nervous energy kind of seeping out.
Absolutely, I can feel the nervous energy, Barry.
Oh, they're getting that wild hook. That's nice work there. He didn't get a full contact with him. It was a good idea there from Thor. Nice little straight 1-2. But Eddie's just closing the gap with that front foot. That's a nice clever movement.
Chant of Eddie Hall again. This crowd trying to pick Eddie up.
Oh,
Stop really strong.
That's a cracking left hand there from Thor. And the right hook there, just backed Eddie onto his heels.
10 seconds in this first round. So we get through the first round, Barry. How did you see that one?
Well, after a good start from Hall, I just thought that Thor just got his box at the end in the second half of that round. And through the entirety of the round, even though the bigger punches came from Eddie, I just think for me, in a boxing perspective, I think Thor just maybe nicked it.
It's a nasty early cut as well.
It is.
Over the right eye of Eddie Hall.
But he had such a good start, and the bigger, more eye-catching punches came from Eddie. He came out really hard with that big. He dipped the shoulder, threw that big right hook over the top, and what was impressive, he got that front foot in close, quick.
Who do you guys think won that round? Leave in the comments right now who you think won the first round. My money is on Eddie for that round with the bigger punches. As you can see right there, the connection. But let me know in the comments who you guys think won that round.
I think the work ethic's been good, because even though there was gaps there, they're two massive men, and throwing punches is very tiring, especially with the weight of those.
This is one thing about these two. They're both very determined.
That's a tangible you can't put on people. That will to win for great athletes. Yeah. They will go beyond that pain threshold.
They understand how to dig deep.
But no one got seriously hurt, which I'm surprised at. There's some kind of they were both rocked. I think Thor was rocked more than Eddie, but no one got seriously hurt. But that will come when fatigue sets in.
Well, round two. Oh, big punch there.
That's a knockdown. The ropes kept him up. That's technically a knockdown. So you don't have to hit the canvas. If the ropes keep you up, you're falling. That's technically you would have fallen without the ropes. That's a technical knockdown. That's a come debate. And what a lovely, solid right hand there from Eddie.
Showing how much power he's got behind those punches.
Do you know what he's done as well, Eddie? With closing the gap with the feet and throwing that big shot. Thor lacking confidence in his right jab.
You can see.
So he's pouring with it, not fully committing, and that means Eddie
lost that snap.
Yeah, Eddie can walk through it now. That's a good jab there, though, from Thor. You should never switch your feet when you're too close to the tag, and Eddie did it there, and he almost paid the price. You've got to take a step back if you want to. If you want to change your stance, take a little step back, do it from a safe distance.
Looks like Eddie's constantly looking for that big Big haymaker over the top. There we go again.
That's good feet though there from Thor. It was a telegraph shot, but you seen it come in. Little skip out of distance there from Thor. That's good work. But he has to throw some punch of his own here, Thor. Oh, good jab there from Eddie. From a technical aspect, it's closer than what I thought it would be, to be fair.
Big swing from Eddie Hall.
Starting to push his punches, starting to go good shots. He felt that. He felt that.
Oh!
That was called a push.
Push.
Called a push. He just pushed him in the forearm before he hit him. I think that's what it was there. I think the punch put him down, but he just pushed him in the forearm. I have to say as well, Eddie's cut over both eyes now. I think the left eye's worse than the right. And that'll affect his vision. You see it there?
He can't see, yep.
You see him rubbing from there, that's going to be a problem with him.
Just over 10 seconds of the second round left.
All right, guys, so as you guys can see, Eddie is bleeding from both eyes. It's going to be hard for him to see the remaining parts of the fight. I still do give him that round, though, just for the knockdown, so I think it's Eddie Hall 2 rounds, first round and second round so far. That's how I would give it. As you can see, a big shot landing there with a jab. Eddie definitely loves the heavy overhand right.
And in that round there, because he's closing the feet, he's threatening with the front foot. He's not allowing Thor the confidence to let his punches.
Let me know in the comments, though, if you guys think Thor or Eddie Hall for that one, for the second round.
It's making Thor a little bit shy of letting his hands go.
So going into the third round now, how much is fatigue going to start to become a factor?
Well, you can see it in that, certainly from Eddie's perspective, you can see it in that round.
You think Eddie won Thor one?
That's just the
I think it's Eddie 2 so far.
That's like more than
Eddie first and second round.
The hands get heavy.
All right, here we go again. Round 3, boys.
And turn from the core rather than using all that arm strength.
Here we go.
Because he's loaded up, Eddie, he's cocked in for that right hand.
Yeah.
That's just, again, Thor, just too tentative. Let his left hand go from the southpaw stance. He's got to throw that right jab and fully commit with that left hand. And he's just not confident enough to do it. Thor's got to try and start pushing Eddie back now if he can. That's stepping behind that right hand. I like a nice neutral crowd. I mean, nice neutral crowd. Oh, good shot. Taken well there, though, by Eddie. Bit of a slap there from Thor.
I was going to say, look, more of a slap there.
Again, because he's turning that shoulder there, Eddie. He's not, no, he's just making more difficult.
Oh, that was what you said earlier. He turned right in front of him.
Yeah, you've got to take a step back if you're going to switch. He took it well, though, didn't he?
He did.
That was a thumping 1-2. Right on target, and he absorbed it quite well.
Eddie has a massive, powerful neck.
Yeah, you can see it. Short jab there from Thor. And again, just not quite fully connected with that left hand, but he's starting to get more confidence in throwing it. Eddie needs a bit of an attack here now. You can see he's tiring, he's looking to
slowing a little, isn't he?
Economical with his work, but it's a little bit too economical. Looking to load up, and a one punch every 20 seconds is not going to be enough to win in the round. Unless it connects.
With both these guys, they're always going to have that power.
And as you tire, your feet slow, your reflexes slow down, and you're an easier target to hit.
halfway through. Oh, big punch there from Thor. Eddie's made it to his feet.
Oh shit, boys! Oh no!
He has to finish.
All right, so we got Eddie round 1 and 2 in my opinion. Thor third round so far.
Commit to that right hand straight left for all the fight though, but he's fully committed there.
Let me know if you guys agree with that. I think Eddie round 1 and 2, then Thor in the third, just because of that knockdown at the end. I think Thor was winning that round anyway, the third round. But that knockdown was nice. You can see, yo, look at Eddie's face right here.
They both had 2 10-8 rounds apiece, and I just slightly edged Thor in the first round, but that first round was very
The downside for Eddie is he has 2 bad cuts right above his eyes, so when that gets in your eyes, it's like pretty impossible to see. Also, thank you guys for tuning into the stream. I hope you guys are enjoying. We are about to start round number 4. Let me know in the comments right now who you guys think is going to take round number 4. Is it going to end in a knockout? See if you guys agree with what I'm kind of feeling here. Alright, enjoy round 4.
Before just 1 round was killing me.
Well, I didn't want to say low, but you know, I did hear some rumors.
Thor coming up quicker this round.
Oh, good shot there from Eddie. Dipped down with the right hook. Oh, good shot. Again, but to be fair, those fast feet of Eddie just got him, just didn't take the full brunt of that shot, yes.
Thor's trying to load that. Big punch up a little more now.
Well, Eddie's evaded it, but leaning over the back foot like he's doing to evade the shot. If you get it wrong, you have no defense, you have no balance, you have no strength on your feet to absorb the shot, and you are going to go down. You know, it's setting for both, hasn't it, that fatigue. Both looking for that perfect shot now, don't want to waste any energy. And usually in this scenario, it is technique that prevails, usually.
Crowd once again trying to lift Eddie Hall. Quiet around so far.
Yeah, and Hall hasn't connected with anything here with Eddie. That's the problem there. And Thor's been the one, nothing major, but he's been the one popping that jab out. Again, it's a cuffing shot, but it's still his class as a scoring punch. And he's just a slight busier throughout this round. Oh, good shot there from Thor. It's a good shot. Well taken though by Eddie. He has a good chin, doesn't he?
He's a tough man. There's no question about that.
Even as tired as he is. You can't use the ropes like that, I think.
I was going to say, we're in a wrestling ring for a second then.
And the weight of these guys, those ropes might snap.
30 seconds of this 4th round. I've got to say, I'm amazed they've lasted this long.
Yes, me too. To be fair, it's been quite structured, and I thought it would be, especially from Eddie, I thought Eddie would just go, oh, sod this, let's have it, straight away. Been a good round here for Thor, though. Without doing any damage really to Eddie Hall, he's dominated with the jab,
Just been
quite clearly.
The busier fighter in
All right, so once again, guys, round number 4 comes to an end. I think Eddie round 1 and 2, and then Thor round 3 and 4. So I think it's tied 2-2 at the moment. It seems as though Eddie's gassing out a little bit, but he's still throwing a couple like punches. You can see he's getting a little sloppy and lazy with it, whereas Thor's kind of keeping his composure together a little better. So that's my take so far, just based off of what I've seen in the knockdowns, is 2-2 at the moment.
They had a great ride together. He's a real man of knowledge, he is. But to be fair, Eddie's been a lot better than I thought he'd be.
Let me know what if you guys agree with that. Say yes. Do you agree with the 2-2?
I knew there was no chance Eddie turns up to this without putting the work in.
No, well, yeah, that's for sure. You
Don't worry, once again, for you guys that are about to spam the face cam, it's coming off at the start of round number 5. And also thank you guys for tuning in once again. Round 5, here we go.
I guess for this 6 rounder. So it's all to play for. Thor's ahead for 2 points by me. So Eddie's got to go. Fuck this, let's go for it.
It's an interesting
I've never seen
stance
this.
there. Definitely unique. Big swing, doesn't connect.
And I know what happens when you don't connect. Your tank empties massively. Especially because that right arm got to be 4 stone. It's got to be 4 stone.
It's a big arm. I mean, they're both so much smaller than they used to be as well.
Yeah,
the fitness levels have improved, but having muscles that size, they burn up quickly.
And again, that's what I say, we all talk about from a boxing perspective, technique. You see Thor, you turn from the waist, you use all the bigger muscles in your body to help, where Eddie's using the arm, all the arms. It takes so much more effort when you're isolating the muscle groups. As you guys would know about that, of course. Being all muscle.
I know how to lift weights. I don't know so much about punching.
He needs to get in close now. I think that's a safer place for him, Eddie. If he can slide that, he can get the front foot close quite quickly, and I'm impressed with that. But he got to get low and roll underneath and come back with a shot. And that's what they should have been training on, working on. Sliding forward, rolling underneath the longer shots, and coming up with hooks. Good jab there from Thor. Solid shot. It wasn't as impressive as the crowd thought. There was a bit of a slap there from Eddie Hall.
I got to say, I've been impressed with both men.
It's been.
You can see the determination. I'm not going to say they've both got careers in boxing after this at high level, but they've put on a spectacle. They've definitely both turned up in as good a shape as you can expect from 2 men that were almost 200 kilos.
It's not so much the strength. Thor has certainly, dedicated himself to learning the craft of boxing, and Eddie, to be fair, has learned a few tricks of the trade that rather than learn conventional techniques. But it's the feet of Eddie have been quite good. He started, especially when he had energy, he was sliding in so effortlessly. Easier than I like to say the word. I am Welsh after all. Oh, it's a solid jab though. That's an energy drainer, that right hand there. Eddie got to start letting his hands go. Now, I know he's tired, but this last round now, he's got to just he's quite phone that.
All right, guys, the end of round number 5. I'm going to give that one to Thor as well. So we have Eddie rounds 1 and 2, and then in my opinion, Thor rounds 3, 4, and 5. But the thing is, they both just look so gassed that they're not even really throwing much. Like Eddie only threw, I think, like 2 or 3 punches that entire round in total. Their gas tanks are just completely empty. You can tell, like, Eddie's just throwing feints, not even throwing punches anymore. So hopefully the final round, maybe they get a second wind, kind of go out a little bit more with a bang.
And then Eddie almost caught him with that cuffing shot.
I kind of knew this was going to happen. He was either going to end in a quick knockout or they were going to gas out just so quick. So far, yeah, I got Eddie with 2, Thor with 3 rounds.
Do you think these men are going to earn each other's
So far,
respect
Thor's winning, in my opinion. If you guys agree with me, let me know. Here we go. Last and final round, number 6. Cam's about to go off again. Enjoy the final round. Hopefully we get a knockout, boys. I want to enjoy it with you.
These 2 titans, that's good to see. A little bit of respect there between both of these incredible athletes.
The referee saying keep it clean, I think, but I don't see that happening. See, it's risk and reward now for Eddie Hall. He has to commit himself. He's down. Even if he won the first round, he's still down on. He would be down on the cards, I would imagine. So he has to commit himself. But with that comes the risk of getting caught with a big shot.
Big shot there. Woo! Straight up though.
Too up, too early. Too early. You've got to take the count. You've got the counter. You've got to take the knee. He looks recovered, to be fair, but his legs are going to be unsteady. His mind's still going to be scrambled. And this is where you need to learn defense. Hands high, elbows tucked in. He hasn't learned that. But what he's shown is plenty of ball, hasn't he, Eddie? Plenty of commitment.
Absolutely.
But Thor's technique there for that left
So would a
cross.
more experienced fighter have taken longer to get up there?
Of course, yeah, you've got to use all and split the gum shield out and use everything you can. Thor got to capitalise on this moment now.
Yeah.
Don't leave it too long. It was a really, really lovely, well-executed left hand there from Thor. Oh, good shot. Good shot.
Still fighting hard.
Oh, you can't fault this bottle. Really can't.
Still looking for that knockout punch.
But Thor got a good shot. Lovely jab there from Thor. Little skip round to the right. Landed lovely with that shot. The jab's been good for both, actually, but for Thor especially, he's really worked that jab well. And fleet-footed there for a big giant. Gotta let it go, Eddie. You're cocking it up, mate. You're waiting too long. It's there, cocked, ready to throw. You've got to commit yourself with it.
Running out of time, he needs to commit. Thor looks content to just keep him away, use that jab.
Well, he's won the round though, hasn't he? He's 2 points up. No, he's a point up, but he's winning the round anyway, because Eddie's not doing enough. The final stages now, hold the go for it off Eddie Hall. Oh, good shot!
I can't tell if their clock was off there, but it said 10 more seconds, but maybe their clock was off. As for that, I'm going to say 4 rounds to 4, 2 to Eddie. It looks like Thor's the winner based off of what I've seen, but let's see if politics or something comes into play a bit here.
I gotta be honest, I thought it'd be entertaining, but not the way it was. I thought it would be a bit of a brawl, a roll. I expected someone to be breaking the ropes and fighting over on the ring, of course. I expected to be catching a few people, maybe. I didn't expect.
You think it's a draw? No chance.
Display, which it certainly was from Thor, but the early
I think
rounds
Thor had better
Eddie Hall,
technique.
I thought were really good. He came up with the right tactic. That shot there, that left hand from Thor. Look at that. At the back of the head, which by the way is illegal, but it's illegal. It's illegal. But it's also where Eddie was turning his head. But for me, I think with that knockdown, that really sealed it for Thor for a conclusive win, I feel.
We'll be back after these commercials with the results, guys.
Oh, they're going to hit us with some commercials? Oh, no. I'll mute it here. All right, we'll mute it during the commercial, guys. The stream will keep going until we see who the winner is. If they announce a draw, I'm honestly going to be shocked because based off of the knockdowns, the punches, I think for sure Thor won that 4 rounds to 2. Eddie only had the first 2 rounds before he started to gas out. I am a little let down with Thor. His technique and everything seemed to look better than Eddie's. But Thor, after those knockdowns, especially in that last round, I think he should have kept going for the knockout. He should have pushed Eddie Hall when he was after the knockdown instead of kind of pulling back and allowing Eddie time to recover. Same thing with his other knockdowns as well. I would have liked to see Thor kind of press the fight a little bit more after the knockdowns. But other than that, it was impressive by Thor. I think he improved a lot. Compared to like his initial training days and his initial fights. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not. If you agree with that, let me know in the comments. Yo, can you guys believe we have fucking 206,000 people in the live right now? So I want to see who's more of a fan of, sorry, apparently a little bit of a stutter there, more of a fan of Eddie or Thor. But I'm pretty positive that for sure it's Eddie with 2 rounds, Thor with 4. The next fight for sure will be me versus Callum Von Moger. So Kitty KO, because I'm going to rename the channel that you guys are watching from Kenny KO to Kitty KO. And then I'll take on Callum Von Moger once he's off house arrest and is able to actually, go out and travel about. So we'll make that match happen for you guys next. because apparently Brad Castleberry doesn't want to do that. And I'm also going to be going down to some bare knuckle boxing federations, possibly doing some work there for you guys. So if you want to stay caught up with all of that, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And by the way, guys, for you that are just tuning into the live stream now, it's just on a commercial break, and we're going to figure out who the winner is. The fight itself is officially over, but we're going to see who gets the W. I really hope they don't do the classic, because they both worked so hard. They put in so much effort that they get a draw and they raise both their hands, because that's going to be like complete BS, in my opinion, if that happens. And if I was Thor, I'd be outraged, because I think for sure Thor won 4 of those rounds. Also, as you guys heard me mention at the start of this fight, or this live stream, I was just so let down, because what you guys are watching on screen right now was essentially what played for an hour. This and them doing concerts and little show performances. When they said that the fight and everything was going to start showcasing at my time, 1:30 Pacific. And it wasn't an hour until we saw them even do their walkout. So it's kind of similar to, I believe that was the Jake Paul event, where they were just like doing performances the whole time. It was essentially like a concert, not a boxing match. But we finally got the match out of the way. Kenny KO versus Kino Body. I think we'd be in a much different weight class. But I know Kino Body does the punching of the, what's that doll called? You guys know what I'm talking about. But I'm sure he'd be down. Also, thank you guys for tuning into the live stream. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I actually did enjoy that fight more than I thought I was going to. Here, let's turn it back up here. We're about to get the final verdict of who won the boxing match of Thor versus Eddie Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for the official decision. All 3 judges scored about 57 to 54, declaring your winner by unanimous decision. The Mountain Thor, Julius Bjornsson.
There it is, boys. The final verdict. Thor is the winner. Eddie Hall put in a great effort. Eddie did look better than I was kind of anticipating. I'm still not a big fan of his style of how he does the fight, but regardless, he put up a good fight. Props to him. Props to Thor for even stepping in the ring. Most people won't even do that. I mean, every single person I've called out won't even step in the ring. So to even do that, you know, speaks leaps and bounds. Of course, no, you guys are welcome, man. I want to provide you guys with what you want.
I am so pleased to see the respect between the two of them.
And also, thank you guys for all the donations today, all the super chats. Sorry I had to turn off the notifications so your messages can be shown on screen. But I want to make sure you guys got like the full feel of how the fight is.
What a battle between these two men.
It was, I don't know what I was to expect. I'm from a boxing background, and I'm a technical fighter, so I love all the techniques. So I didn't have too many high hopes for any real good boxing.
I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Type in the chat right now. Do you think Eddie Hall is going to be salty about this, like even more so? I'm talking the like 2017 where he's been pissed at Thor ever since because he undermined his win, you know, for the world's strongest man.
I was so really impressed.
Do you think him losing to Thor is now going to escalate that and make it worse, or do you think they're actually going to like come together and be buddy-buddy?
I hope
it looks like it is for now, but
you never know. But
I guess essentially, do they squash the beef now because they duked it out in the ring, or is Eddie still going to hate Thor?
You have to fight somebody whether you like him or not, because when you're in the ring or any combat sport, there's nowhere to hide. There's a referee to save you, of course, but ultimately you can't run away. You can't get
some
your mates.
Highlights on the screen right now. Talk us through some of this. There's a big aggressive swing there,
and that is good.
Vortex, thank you for the $5 donation.
Knockdown, of course. That. Probably what lost in the fight.
Beef
throwing those arm punches, you swinging, missing.
It's hard to say because these dudes, I feel like you could almost feel through their interviews and their videos on one another that they genuinely hated each other. So that's a hard thing to overcome, especially even if you step in the ring. And then from Eddie even to lose. But Eddie, like I mentioned, you know, as you guys can see here on screen, he did get a couple knockdowns at least.
He was always a danger with that right hook, wasn't he, Eddie Hall? But this straight right hand.
I hope they squash the beef because, you know, they're both good influencers. They both have a lot of potential. They both have a lot of other things going on. Maybe we need to see a rematch of Thor versus Eddie Hall too. I'm sure a lot of people would tune into it. It was still interesting. It could definitely still went either way. I don't think it was completely one-sided because Eddie got knocked down, Thor got knocked down, and all it takes is one big punch.
It was all really just looking to land the punches, but
You're
as
welcome,
fatigue
Wayne.
set in,
When we were
I hope
talking
you enjoyed
yesterday,
the
you
stream.
thought they might be leaning on each other, trying to use that
Yeah.
bodyweight advantage. We didn't see that.
none of it at all. Actually, ironically, weight never came into it. Like,
Or I guess essentially,
what's
who would
that
you
all
guys
about?
like to
You
see
know,
Thor
you've got
fight
the two
next?
biggest men I've
If
ever
not
seen in
Eddie
my
Hall
life,
in a
and weight never came
rematch,
into it once.
would you like to see
What
Thor
won
fight
the
again,
fight
or Eddie
was
Hall fight
boxing
again, and who would you like to see them
fundamentals, of
fight?
course, and Thor has been working on that a lot longer than Eddie. But Eddie had some
Thor
cute
versus
moves, some
Ford?
little tricks
That'd be
in
a
the
good one
trade,
because I
and
think
his
their
feet were
heights are
fast, and I
very
think
similar
If he was a little bit lighter, he learned to keep his
in their
hands
body
up, he might
compositions,
have
and
had a fight a
I
little
think
bit
that would
closer, but
actually be a pretty
We're
good
going to
one. I
join
think that was a really
Ismo
good suggestion.
and our winner, Hafthor Bjornsson, in the ring.
And then I'll be on the undercard versus Bradley or Callum as Kitty KO. Tyson Fury, I'm going to be honest, I do not think Thor is nearly ready for Tyson Fury. Unless they're doing like an exhibition for fun sparring, that would not end well for Thor.
Joined here in the ring by your victor and the new owner of the Titan belt, Hafthor Bjornsson. Hafthor, first and foremost, congratulations. I'll start with an easy one. How does it feel?
Feels amazing. I've been working my ass off for 2 years. Firstly, I would like to
I'll
thank
turn the
my
camera
coach,
off
Billy
on this
Nelson,
guy.
for everything. Without him, I wouldn't be here today. He is the best coach ever. Then, you know, I could say forever, my dad, my wife, my mom, my whole team. I have such a great team behind me that have support me, been behind my back all the way through. I would like to thank my fans, my sponsors, Rain Total Body Fuel, the Beer Struggles, Rogue, just to name a few. Those are my sponsors that sponsored this event. So I would like to just thank them a lot for the support. You guys are amazing. Yeah, I'm over the moon. I'm very happy.
Now, obviously, grudge match. A lot of animosity coming in here. You guys embraced after the fight. You guys touched gloves. Is the grudge behind you now? Is the rivalry behind you? Are you looking to move on?
On my behalf, understandably, he seemed a bit angry still. He lost the fight, so that's a bit understandable. There's a lot of feelings going on right now. I've been there. So, but you know, I'm happy. If he wants a rematch, I'll take a rematch, no problem. Yeah, would you guys like to see a rematch?
Now, let's talk some boxing. You look sharp.
I would like to thank Eddie Hall, his team, for putting up a hell of a show. He gave me a hell of a battle, hit me with some heavy shots in the beginning of the rounds. I've never been dropped in training, so my hat's off to him. He really can punch hard. He wasn't lying when he said that. He really can punch hard. But today, I believe the technique won.
Now, with that boxing technique, again, you did look very sharp in certain situations, and you did offer a potential rematch with Eddie Hall, but is there anyone else that you're looking to fight? Are you looking to keep this boxing career going? You mentioned in the press conference.
I'm really enjoying this journey, and if there are more opportunities, I would love to sit down with the coach and look at them, and who knows, I'm at least open to it, because I'm loving the training and loving the sport.
Well, you put on a hell of a fight, Thor. Congratulations on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your new Titan champion, the Mountain, Hafthor Julius Bjornsson.
Thank you guys for all the donations, by the way, that are coming in. Do you guys think they're going to interview Eddie, or is he too salty? Because Thor made it sound like he's upset at the moment. I wonder if they're going to try and get Eddie for a little post-fight.
Can you cope with a rematch?
Oh, yes, please.
If he just completely left the ring.
Eddie will have more time to master his technique, and also, now you've done, and both of them, now you've been in a competitive match, they know how tired
I don't think we're going to be able to hear from Eddie. So, where I was talking about, is Eddie still going to be salty, and is there going to be bad blood and beef between him and Thor still? I think there honestly is, at least by the look of it. But you can tell based on their press conferences and whatnot that Eddie completely hates Thor. So then to lose to him in the boxing match, I mean, it's kind of understandable.
From all of us here, good night.
But it's like, at some point you need to be a good sport, you know, offer the respect. Okay, that was loud. Offer the respect where it's due. So I would have definitely liked to see Eddie Hall like acknowledge Thor's improvement, how good the fight was, that, you know, even though they had bad blood in the past, you can still hold on to the past, the 2017 thing, whatever. I don't know who holds on to things like that, to be quite honest, but at least give the man the respect of saying it was a good fight. You'll take a rematch, not just kind of leaving the ring and being salty about it. But we'll see. I'm sure Eddie Hall will probably come up with a YouTube video after giving his take on it, whether he's still salty and whatnot, who he's going to take on. He might even say that he potentially won the fight and doesn't agree with the scorecards. But you guys saw it here. I'm pretty sure it was 2 rounds to 4 rounds. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I think we're probably going to end the stream on that point. We got an insane amount of viewers. I think we broke 200,000 live viewers at one point. So thank you guys once again for all the donations. I hope you enjoyed the fight. I was hoping for a knockout, but I was still entertained nonetheless. Let's see if we can get Thor in the ring again. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Remember to be careful. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure to leave a like on the video. And yeah, get ready for some bare knuckle boxing coming up very soon.